Hi everybody, we're back again. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite people, Ahna Capri. Ahna Capri, obviously as we all know, is best known for her role as Tanya, Han's assistant on his island. And she was just an unbelievably attractive woman. I was introduced to Ahna by David Tadman, who's the well-known author and Bruce Lee historian. I met Ahna at her home right around 1998, and I remember going up the steps of her house, and she came out, and she was just captivating, had this beautiful smile. She was wearing, it was the summer of 1998, and she was wearing a flowing dress, summer dress, and just exuded this charisma and sensuality. There's no way to describe it. I mean, I was going, wow. Anyway, from there on out, we developed a friendship and a business relationship. I was essentially her autograph agent for a very short time. I got her involved in the celebrity autograph circuit, and we did our first show at Dragon Fest in Los Angeles, where we had a table. We had autographs signed for fans. And she really, I think, really enjoyed it. And from there on, she did more. But because we also had a friendship from this, I, would meet at her house, and, we would sit and talk. And, I was always surprised by the fact that she remained single all her life. She never married. When I met her, she was 54 years old and still stunning. A very elegant lady, very well spoken, very charismatic. Her voice, she had that sultry, raspy kind of voice. But we talked on a number of occasions. We spoke about her time filming Enter the Dragon with Bruce. And, in the movie, she was John Saxon's love interest, but off screen, I think she was more, drawn to Bruce than to anybody else on that set. And I'm not suggesting that anything was going on between them, but I'm just saying that she saw in Bruce somebody that was, that she looked up to, and that she can rely on for some guidance, especially while she was in Hong Kong. She had told me that, there were a lot of, there were parties in Hong Kong that she was invited to, and banquets and social events when she was there. So she had a chance to meet a lot of different people, especially very wealthy Chinese men. And she told me that she was, being pursued by some of these guys, and they had extreme wealth. She received some marriage offers when she was there, but, she never took anybody seriously, and she just, enjoyed her time. But when she was there, there were offers of marriage. And, she just never pursued a relationship with anything that was that serious. But during the times that I spoke to her, she spoke very fondly of Bruce. He was very protective of her and took care of her when she was on the set. Made sure that all her needs were being met. She's known for having filmed some private footage of Enter the Dragon, of the going-ons and the outtakes. She had I believe, a Super 8mm camera. It wasn't an 8mm. I believe it was a Super 8mm, which gives you a better image quality. But she, shot about 11 minutes of footage. It's now readily on the internet. You can see it. But at the time, she had it well hidden, and she was trying to figure out what to do with it. So I had heard about the film. David also knew about the film. She actually arranged for myself, David Tadman, and Robert Lee, Bruce's brother, to come to her house to view it. And we, sat. It was an 11-minute film. And it was a great piece. I mean, but it was amateurish. But the main thing was that you could see how happy and relaxed Bruce appeared to be. I don't know if it was because she was filming it and she made him feel relaxed, but there were times he was looking into the camera and winking and smiling, and he just seemed very much at ease with himself and what was going on. And obviously, there was good chemistry between he and her. She was perfectly cast. I mean, if you look at her picture, I'll show you my favorite shot of her. This picture of her, from Enter, that image should be forever remembered as Tanya. And when I was sitting with her, looking across at her in her living room, I have flashbacks of this person, as opposed to the Ahna Capri that was sitting in front of me, that was in her 50s. I just kept getting flashes of this. Part of it is because Ahna still exuded that type of beauty and that type of old Hollywood, old school type of glamour. Sadly, she died in August of 2010 in a tragic car accident. I received an email from David who advised me that she had passed on. I immediately emailed Jim Kelly, who also had kept in touch with her. And Jim Kelly replied back, obviously moved and shaken up by the news. He replied back and said that, Ahna was one of the quote-unquote good guys in Hollywood, and that she was a beautiful and caring person. And she was. So those are my memories of Ahna Capri. I was very blessed to have known her, and I tell you, one of a kind. So remember her for who she was, the beauty that she was, and again, she blessed all of us with her presence, and she would be forever remembered in Enter the Dragon. Thank you. If you like this clip, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks again.